Hello there, welcome to another Lazymanracing video here on NASCAR Heat 4. Today will be race 18 in the championship, the Daytona Super Speedway, my apologies, for the Coke Zero Sugar 400. 21 laps of this great American racetrack, and yeah, it is the most famous track in NASCAR, home of the Daytona 500, but we're here for the 400 race. We're currently third in the playoff standings, but let's have a quick look-see at how we stand. First is Denny Hamlin with 4 wins with 29 playoff points. Brad Keselowski's in second, and we are third, both with 3 wins. Fourth, Chase Elliott with 2 wins. Kyle Busch is in 5th. 6th, Kevin Harvick. 7th, Eric Jones. 8th, Tyler Reddick. 9th, Corey LaJoie. 10th, Joey Logano, the top driver without a win at the moment. 11th, Martin Truex Jr. 12th, Kurt Busch. 13th, Alex Bowman. 14th, Clint Boyer. Ryan Blaney 15th, and 16th, Kyle Larson. The drivers that currently need more points, 5 more points required, as you can see in the bottom right of the screen. Dennis Wayes requires 5 points to get into the playoffs. Alex Mola 47, William Byron 52, Brian Newman 64, and Chris Buescher 11. Obviously, getting a single win from any of these drivers, and that will change everything, and they'll be thrown straight into the playoffs. So, in normal point standings, it's Denny Hamlin leading, Kyle Busch second, 3rd Brad Keselowski, 4th place Lazymanracing, 5th Joey Logano, 6th place Martin Truex Jr., 4th Kevin Harvick, and 8th Kurt Busch. 9th place Alex Bowman, and 10th place Chase Elliott, our teammate here at Hendrick Motorsport. So, let's begin today's race. So, Daytona International Speedway, the most famous track in NASCAR, home of the Daytona 500 and home to some of the best racing ever. So what we're going to do, we're just going to do a quick qualifying lap, make sure the car feels alright, make sure I know which way the track goes. I presume it goes left, left and left. And we're also going to do the race. Of course, it will be 3 stages long. So there's us in the garage at number Ally, do it right, 48 car, the Chervolet Camaro of Jimmie Johnson. So here we go and begin qualifying. A completely tight setup for this track. On super speedways, you want the car tight as possible, and it's what the game recommends and what the game default settings, are. So we run it up to 150 mile an hour, putting our foot through the floor, getting to 160, 168, 172, and we're just going to try and make sure we keep it out the wall, because yeah, that would ruin the whole lap. But we want to try and be starting as near as we can to the front of the pack. And yeah, with the AI, they don't crash as often as they should do in real NASCAR. That didn't sound right, did it? But basically, yeah, just be prepared. This has got any accidents are really be gone caused by me. As we go 193 mile an hour across the line, we get ready to start our flying lap. So you can see I'm concentrating now. I'm trying to keep it low to the yellow line, but try not to go below it. As soon as you go below it, the course flattens and you lose so much momentum, and once you lose that momentum, it's so hard to gain back. As we get ready for turn number 3, turn number 4, and we are doing pretty well, I must admit, and we look to be going pretty quick. Are we going to get the pole time? No, because the pole time is just now. We get a 46.7. But we're going to give it another shot, actually. We're going to give it another shot. Another 45 seconds. This video will be spent me going around this track by myself. And no, cocked it. I touched the inside yellow line, and then the game just suddenly glitched. I've got damage. And that puts us 40th position. I should have expected that. That was not... yeah, well. But we're going to start 38th due to the fact some drivers being put to the back of the field. So let's get ready to race. As we get ready, it's bookety, bookety, bookety. Let's go racing, boys. As we run up to the line, We are currently on the outside zone, and I don't like that, so I give Truex a nice little push. Trying to get the draft of David Reagan and Gaze. And we're going to go around the outside of... Are we? No, we got Ryan Truex. Right, there we go. Things are starting to settle out back out as we've gained speed. Cars are bumping everywhere, and I think we're going to have to throw Truex and Gagan. But Gagan's blocking my inside, gives me a nudge actually. And I do drop down to the bottom of the racetrack now, thankfully. We get ourselves a bit of room. It was 3 wide behind me, all on my rear bumper, and it was just nudging everywhere. So that was likely to cause a crash quite quickly there. But obviously our qualifying position, we're going to have to make up a lot of positions now, as the top side of the track, the high line, was not going anywhere for us at all. So go and get the draft off Gase and go and try and get the draft of Ryan Truex Jr., who's up there. BJ McLeod jumps in front of us, and we're going to try and keep to the slow line. Unfortunately, it seems like this is the line to be in. Clint Boy on our outside, Truex on that outside. So some top runners in the championship at the back of the field with us. Are they there for a reason? Who knows? We've got 3 laps remaining. I'm helping BJ McLeod try and get higher up, as we are P33 at the moment. I've got the 66 who's rubbing my bumper, but he's rubbing it the wrong way, and it was nudging me up the racetrack a bit, I must admit. So are we going to get round BJ McLeod? Slightly, we're there. We are now. Turn number 3 on the inside. We gain 2 positions because of the driver on the outside, Martin Truex Jr. As he nearly tried to overtake us, and BJ McLeod takes us around the outside. He's able to get the run on us and collects P31. I'm going to try again. 206 miles an hour. It doesn't pay off because he just jumps in front, seeing that we have the run. I'm everywhere. I go high, I go low, I go below the racetrack. Martin Truex Jr. gives us a bump, and that puts us into 31st position, but we're 3 wide on the back straight, as we have 2 laps remaining once we cross the line. We're now getting the draft of Chris Buescher. This is the important part of Daytona, is to get the draft. Once you get the draft, you then can keep up with the other cars. And you're going to have to try and be masterful with the draft to try and climb up the positions. As it is 1 lap remaining, my apologies. As we now look to trying to climb a few more positions before we go under the green and checkered flag. As we are on the back straight, we're trying to, you can see me try and tuck in between Ryan Truex Jr. at the bottom of the racetrack, and it didn't quite work. And we go into turn number 3, P28. Can we get past Kligerman? I'd like to be on a odd number, and the reason for that is I'd love to start at on the inside of the racetrack, but that's not how it's going to be. We end the race, end stage 1 in P28. Your winner of that stage, if it gives me enough time, was Joey Logano. So we're not going to pit. We've got enough fuel, got enough tyres. So on the outside of the racetrack again, not my favourite spot, unfortunately. So we got Ryan Truex in front of us and Kligerman to our left, and he makes an awful start, and I abuse that massively by trying and push him down the racetrack and try and get the inside line almost instantaneously. So Ryan Truex doesn't make the speed up as quickly as he'd hope. As Ty Dillon now on our outside, we're behind Ryan Newman, and we're just trying to get the draft now, try and get the bump, and it's not working. The outside lane seems to be going at exponential speed compared to us. They've gained. Whoa! I need to go into the back of Ty Dillon. I go into the side of him instead, and we are. His rubber's racing here. As I'm giving the nudge to Ty in, I get hit. I hit Ty, and Truex is now on our outside. It was 3 wide for a second there. It's getting chaotic here in this last few laps of stage number 2. We are now behind Paul Menard, and we're now looking at the outside of him. It doesn't quite work, so we tuck in behind him, and we'll look to try and fight another day. P20 though, that's a good start. From how far back we've come, we've finally made it halfway up the grid. Hopefully things start to ease out a bit as Paul Menard goes high, I go low after sending him the dummy. And we get the assist, the draft partner of Kevin Harvick behind us at the moment. He's helping us out from that far back, but I don't think it's enough to really help make this pass at the moment as we look to the inside of Eric Jones in that number 20 car. On the outside now is also Brad Keselowski, and now Paul Menard is now helping us out, giving us a bit of a push. Now how easy can we make these positions? Let's see if we can get up into the top 10 at least. As I'm now looking for more draft, I'll push Stenhouse to the outside of the track. Kyle Larson on our outside, Corey LaJoy in front of us now. Oh, and now we go down to the inside of Corey LaJoy after giving him a slight little nudge to the outside of the track. And we're trying to get the draft off the number 6 car of Ryan Newman, who had that awful crash at the start of the year in 2020. Real life, not in the game, unfortunately. Oh, Ryan Blaney, we nudge him. Now we go down to the inside of the racetrack. I was trying to get the draft off that car in front, the black and orange car, who's currently in 9th place. It didn't quite work. He went back up high, but we do get the draft slightly. And we are now P11. We're on the inside of Tift. We don't make the overtake, but I was able to tuck up behind him, get the draft off him, get Paul Menard, get Ryan Newman to help us out. And we now go to 2 laps remaining off stage number 2. We prepare ourselves for this final stage of the race. After this, now we get the draft of Joey Logano, that 22 car Ford Mustang, sponsored by Pennzoil Shell. We dart to the inside. Matt DiBenedetto is in front of him. We can't quite get past Joey Logano, but we are currently in the top 10 now. Matt Tift is now helping us out, giving us a bit of a push. That Tunity car helping us out as we do go to the inside of Joey Logano. We do try and overtake him. And we go with 1 lap remaining at stage number 2. We'll probably get some payoff points here, and it'd be handy to get them. Obviously, it's going to be a long championship. We've currently done 17 races, and that's been very long. NASCAR has one of the longest seasons in all sport, and Tiff now dumps us. As I try to get near Denny Hamlin, I'll now get the draft off the number 11 car. And I look down to his inside to try and get another playoff point. I push him up high again. I now get round. Our teammate William Byron is in 7th place. Now I have not got much. I haven't got any drafting at the moment from any carts. So Denny Hamlin overtakes, and we end up finishing the stage at position number 9. So 2 playoff points, and your winner was Kyle Busch of that stage. No one is pitting, and we shall not pit either. As we have 9 laps remaining of the Coke Zero 400. We are in a very good position. We could win this race now, as we come from 40th on the grid, and we go green flag for the final couple of laps of this race. 8 laps remaining. Getting the draft of our teammate William Byron. We gain a lot of speed very quickly. I go below those yellow lines and I start messing up a bit. Got to try and keep it clean. As Daniel Hendrick gets in front of us. Denny Hamlin's in front of us still. We are still position number 9. We've lost out a lot of speed as we look to go 10th place now. That's not good. Matt Tift is now in front of us. We could have made great use of that start, and we failed. So now it's going to be try and climb up those few positions that we did lose. As I have a massive run, I try to go to the inside of Matt Tifft. I'll go down to the outside now. I'm trying to get aggressive. There's no draft, so we have to tuck behind him. Cars going everywhere at the moment. It's getting very chaotic as we have 7 laps remaining. We go down to the inside of Denny Hamlin. We're now just trying to find draft. Denny Hamlin gives us a nudge as we push him 3 wide with Matt DiBenedetto. We are 9th position at the moment. Getting some sort of draft off the car in front. I believe it's Daniel Hendrick. We're getting the draft from Joey Garner giving us a push as we squeeze Denny Hamlin and he falls right back. So now we're going to see how many laps are remaining. It's 6 laps remaining. My apologies, I didn't put this on top left, the lap counter and the times. But here we go. We're looking at the top 5 now down the inside of Eric Mola, who's helping our teammate of Chase Elliott, most popular driver in NASCAR at the moment, and Matt Tifft gets in front. Denny Hamlin gives us a hand now as we are in 7th position. We go into turn number 3 now. Trying to get the draft. Trying to get past our teammate Chase Elliott, and now William Byron is in 3rd place. Can we help him out? Can we help Daniel Hendrick out? We help Hendrick out because he's on the low line. The team alliance hasn't worked because I've just ruined it by going help out our rivals. That number 8 car was on the lane that I wanted, so I helped him out, and we now look to be in 3rd position. And trying to get the draft, we got William Byron still on our outside. Denny Hamlin is giving us a slight assist with the draft partner feature of this game. And we are looking to try and get to the inside of Hendrick at some point as we are counting down the laps bit by bit. Denny Hamlin now right on our bumper as we try and get underneath Daniel Hendrick, that 8 car, the Chevrolet Camaro. We are currently side by side. We're going to turn number 1 as we go across the line, and turn number 1 now. I'm getting the draft to Kyle Busch, your leader here at the Daytona Super International Speedway, as I'm rubbing it up with Denny Hamlin behind. He's the teammate of Kyle Busch, and getting very exciting this race. I'm getting the draft off Kyle Busch now, that M&M's car, Toyota Camry. We get the draft, and I'm trying bit by bit to try and get a bit closer with 0.2, and we get the caution. We get the caution. What happened there? No one's gone to pit, so you don't know what happened there. But we're on the outside lane for this caution and for the restart. So here we go now. A caution that was not started by me. We go green, white, checkered. So here we go. Green flag. I give Kyle Busch a bit of a nudge. Trying to unset him. Try and make him lose a bit of speed. As we're on the outside, we do seem to get the run on him. But we're on the outside lane, and that's going to make it very difficult for us. Especially without any draft partners or help from anyone behind. So we're side by side with Kyle Busch, trying to make something of the situation. Am I going to get some help from the car behind of Corey LaJoie? Yes, I am indeed, and that gives us a chance to be in 1st position as we look to go onto the last lap as we come through turn number 3. There we go. We got assistance. We got it clear at the bottom. No, we haven't got it clear at the bottom. I'm trying to squeeze Kyle Busch behind. It hasn't worked as we go on the last lap of the Daytona Coke 0400. Things are getting a bit rough as I still get help from Corey LaJoie, who helps me out massively. We're on the outside still. It's it's tight as I do drop down to be behind Kyle Busch in front of Matt Tifft. I'm getting the draft of him. So can we? I really needed that bottom lane, and I do go down to the inside. I've probably done it too early now, as we can't seem to get the run on Kyle at all. So Matt Tifft gives us a hand. No, there's too much of a gap now. There's 0.2 a second between us and Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch is your race winner here at Daytona International Speedway. Blimey, that got really exciting there. So yeah, it ended up being nearly 0.2 seconds. Kyle Busch is your race winner. Lazymanracing in second. Matt Tifft third. Fourth, Corey LaJoie. Fifth, Alex Bowman. Sixth, Denny Hamlin. Seventh, William Byron. Eighth place, Ryan Preece. Ninth place, Chase Elliott. And 10th place, Ryan Blaney. Whew. So in your normal point standings, Denny Hamlin leads. Kyle Busch is now second. Third, Brad Keselowski. Fourth, Lazymanracing. Fifth place, Joey Logano. Sixth place, Martin Truex Jr. Seventh, Kevin Harvick. Eighth place, Kurt Busch. Ninth, Alex Bowman. And 10th place, Chase Elliott. As we go and have a look at what the next track is, we did get the fastest lap with a 44.370. So 12 laps said, yeah, very dominant from Kyle Busch. So let's go and have a look what the next track is for our championship series. We'll also look at the playoffs as well. So Kentucky Motor Speedway for the Quake State 400. That should be a very interesting race. It'll be going to be race 19 of 36 of the championship. We aren't too far away from the playoffs. So the playoffs begin on race 27. We've got 8 races remaining for that. That should be very exciting. So let's have a quick look at the playoff standings as they are. So Denny Hamlin first, second Brad Keselowski, third Lazymanracing, fourth now Kyle Busch with his second win, fifth Chase Elliott, sixth Kevin Harvick, seventh Eric Jones, eighth place Tyler Reddick, ninth Corey LaJoie, 10th Joey Logano, 11th Martin Truex Jr., 12th Kurt Busch, 13th Alex Bowman, 14th Ryan Blaney, 15th Clint Boyer, and 16th Kyle Larson still. Hope you enjoyed that, guys, and I hope you come back for our race at Kentucky for the Quaker State 400. Remember to like and subscribe and join us here for a lot more racing. Until then, have a good one.